yeah, find me up on Severn, up at Coalport again. Only a week since last time I was here. Very unusual for me. But yeah, I mean, after last week's success, that new PB in the afternoon, I only did that afternoon session. It just made me want to get back up here again. So yeah, here I am, I'm up here. I was the first one waiting to come up the road today. And then 3 cars pulled in behind me. 6 o'clock we started driving off. And unfortunately, 2 of the cars behind me have stopped in the same stretch as me. It is what it is. I think one chap's gone quite a bit further down. One chap is actually in the next peg, immediately up from me. And yeah, I think I've said before, I know matchmen do it, but I don't like fishing. It's as if you're competing for each other's fish now. You know, I'm baiting up, he's baiting up. Been baiting up for 45 minutes now, and yeah, after this I'll literally have a cup of coffee, put a bit more bait out. Once I've drunk my coffee, have my first cast. The old chub is now rising. It's my usual approach, the feeder on the upstream rod and just a bare lead on the downstream rod. So if I'm baiting wrong, hopefully I'm not baiting up the next person's peg. I'm just baiting up my own. Yeah, got a 4-foot hook link, little 10mm krill boilie on one, which is what now the 11.4 last week. And just going to flip between meat and cheesy garlic, dumbbells and pellets on the other rod. Plan is I'm going to give it a couple of hours in here. If I'm not getting any indications of movement, so I'm going to move down the river. A couple of pegs I've not fished, but I fancy if they're free. So that's the plan. It's, you know, if I'm catching fish, then all good, I'll stay here. But you know, I'm going to fish until about 1 o'clock today, so I've got time. I'll put the rods in 7:15. So yeah, 5 hours roughly fishing. See if we can nail a couple of fish or not. So yeah, update the vlog later on. Hope you with a fish. Yep, welcome back. Little update for you. So it's 9 o'clock now. So been actually fishing an hour and 3/4. I've had 3 barbel, 2 chub. I've lost a barbel and lost a chub. Yeah, I mean, I don't photograph. I was going to say I don't photograph the fish often. I don't photograph them anymore now. If I've got the GoPro with me, I just turn the GoPro on, let it video, and you can get stills from that. So yeah, I think should be slotting in now some little bit of video clips or stills of the 3 barbel and 1 of the chub. I weighed the chub, that was £5.10. My PB chub's £6.8. So yeah, not quite there. It looked like it might be because it was so long, but it wasn't. The barbel, I didn't weigh. They were, I don't know, 2 of them 6 to 7 pound, and the other one maybe just over 8, I'd guess. But yeah, been a really good morning. Interestingly now, I've got some foam and crap coming down the river. And when I spoke to the match guys last week, they said, oh yeah, once the foam came on the river, they really struggled to catch. So it'd be interesting to see if the fishing does slow down now. We'll see. I'll sort of try and turn the camera around and show you where I'm fishing to. Oh, it's a bit hard to show, and the sun's on it now. But basically out there somewhere, I can't even see where I'm pointing, but out there there's a snag in the water, and basically I'm feeding that snag and then casting just beyond it. But if you drop short of it, you won't get a take. If you go just beyond it and then the current takes your feeder along a little bit, that's where you're getting takes. but at the same time the two that I lost were over there, and it's because you're also fishing very close to some boulders. So yeah, unfortunately two have got into the boulders, but it is what it is, you know. Unfortunately, that's the River Severn. It's full of boulders. Or definitely on this stretch, it's full of boulders anyway. So yeah, and often you see the match reports. People have lost fish to the boulders and everything. I mean, since you're in the match reports, they will always go on about Barbel Alley and this and that. Well, unless you're local, it means nothing to you. So it is helpful. They do tell you in the match results some of the pegs have done well, but not all of them. So yeah, you're left guessing. As I say, last week I managed to talk to a couple of the guys who did tell me a couple of pegs that were worth it on that day. So when I come up, I'll give them a try. What I'm going to do in here now, as I say, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I'll give it till 10. If nothing happens in the next hour and the fish have moved off, I will go down and try one more peg for a couple of hours. And yeah, but definitely I'll be okay to go home. 1 o'clock I'll be chipping off, and then I'm home for between 4 and 5, depending on traffic. So because yeah, I've already had a good day. If I don't catch another fish now, you know, 3 barbel and 2 chub, that's a good day for me. I'm happy with that. So yeah, update this. Well, if I'm catching, still here, I'll be in this peg. If I'm not catching, I'll update it in another peg. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. You'll see from the background I'm in a different peg. Yeah, everything dried up in that peg. Never had any more knocks. The chap in the swim up from me, or the peg up from me, came down and saw me, asked if I'd had any, because he hasn't had a tap. And yeah, that peg is normally productive. That said, I've been in it before where it hasn't been, and you just need to move out. But yeah, he was still there when I left, and he was saying the chap up from him hadn't had anything either. So yeah, I guess I was lucky on peg selection today. So anyway, so I thought I'll move down to a peg I've never fished before. I was going to go into peg 66 because I'd heard that's worth giving it a go. And as I got to the car park for that, there was a guy, and I thought maybe he was just packing up for going back to his car. And so I stopped. I goes, any luck? He goes, you're Mark off YouTube. I watch your videos. I love them. So that was Brian from West Yorkshire. So yeah, appreciate you watching them, Brian. And we had quite a chat. Probably wasted 15 minutes of our fishing time chatting. And so I left him up there, and I've come down to the next car park. And I've come into a peg here that I looked at it once in the winter. It was, well, there's water where I was sitting now. So I've had 2 little casts just to my right. Under, I can't spin the camera around because all my stuff's in the way to show you that, but I will for the other rod in a minute. Just to my right there seems to be a deep hole, and it goes towards a tree. So ice is a bit early for the near margins. I thought, do you know what, it's a couple of hours I'm staying here, let's just put one in there. And then there's quite a lot of flow on here, and if I turn this around, so those willow trees over there, so I think that's where I'm in the know. It's so hard to see. Those willow trees over there. So if you get tight to them, what I did, I had one cast tight to it. You've got quite a bit of depth there. So I put out some balls of ground bait onto the spot. Because the flow's quite heavy, I've got a 4 ounce feeder on and a big loop, because as I say, my bait is over in the willow trees over there, and my line, the camera probably won't pick it up, is over there. So that's how big a loop I've got in there. And yeah, I'd literally put the rods out, went up and got the camera, thought I'd do this update. Big drop back on that rod, chub. So I quickly turned the camera on, did a little video of that chub just to show, you know, a chub from a different swim or a fish from a different peg. And yep, so put it back out again, and I've had another drop back and had another chub off of it. So I've been fishing that spot for 10 minutes and 2 chub. So bit of luck, there'll be a barbel in there, and we'll see what happens. So let's spin this back around and finish this. So yes, I don't know if I talked you through what I'm doing today. So I half knew I was going to fish that peg this morning if no one was in there, and I knew about the rocks. So I've changed the spools on my reels. I've got a 15-pound main line on today and fishing a 9-pound hook link. So at least if you do get snagged, it's always the hook link that snaps, nothing else. So that's worked out good. The 2 fish that I lost, literally I even got most of the hook link back. It was perhaps the last 6 inches of hook, and yeah, those, well, like all fishermen know, those fish will get the hooks out of their mouth. I don't know how they do it, but they do. So they'll be fine. So yeah, that's tactics for today. I've got the most productive rig has been the 4-foot 9-pound end gauge hook link with a little size 10, I think it's a Calder wide gape, I think, off the top of my head, hook. And yeah, little 10mm krill boilie, quite a long hair on that, but that's accounted for 2 barbel and 3 chub today. So yeah, that's done the best so far today, and that's being fished over my normal ground bait mix, which is, it's always the same. It's the Blitz, Hinders Blitz, Sonu bait, spicy sausage, various pellets in there, hemp in there, and yeah, some clugs as well, and juices. And yeah, that's over that. And the other rod is again a 4-foot Engage 9-pound hook link, big lump of luncheon meat, again size 10 Calder hook, and that's fished over hemp, and that's produced 1 chub and 1 barbel. So yeah, I'm happy. That's good. That's the last 2 trips up here. I'm going home happy, more than happy if I'm honest. You know, the last trip had a PB barbel, and this one, if I don't catch anything else, 3 barbel, 3 chub, and another peg. Not necessarily learnt, but an idea of places to go if I end up in this peg again. So yeah, that's it for now. As I say, I'm going to have a bit of lunch now and fish for another hour and a half. Then I'll wrap this vlog up and get it on YouTube in the near future. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, well, here we go, wrap it up. So yeah, nothing else has happened now. They had the 3 chub, and then they've done the off, bit like they peg up the upstream. Did the same thing to me, but yeah, hey, at least we had 3. So it's been, well, I think it's been a good, I was going to say good day. It's a morning really, isn't it? I got here at 6, actually cast out at 7:15. Packing up, it's coming up to 1 now, time I'm off 1:15, so 6 hours. You know, it's a morning, and I've had 3 barbel, 4 chub. Very happy with that, very happy with that. Thought I might be able to winkle a barbel out of this peg because the chub were there, but obviously the barbel aren't there, so it is what it is. There's not a lot else I can say on this vlog. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it. I'm guessing you do. Thanks for all the people who do watch my vlogs, especially the barbel vlogs. They just get, always within a couple of weeks, I'm up to 1,000 views on them. So yeah, really big thanks for watching, and if there's anything you'd like me to put in a vlog, put it in the comments below. Or if you think there's something you'd like me to know, put it in the comments below. Certainly one of the guys who fishes this stretch, Gary, does, and he catches a lot of fish. He's a local, he fishes it a lot. He sent me a private message with a few things to try out. Sorry Gary, I haven't today, but I have made a note of what you said, and yeah, they're on my list of things to do. So yeah, if you feel like you've got a tip that might be useful for me, stick it in the comments. They're all appreciated. Okay, so see you on the bank soon. Thanks for watching.